Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you this knitting stitch actually because I like it very much. It's so simple but so beautiful. This is wool. I crocheted that with wool yarn and multicolor. I like that the last rounds effect here. And this is the usual we use acrylic yarn. This stitch, if you use more thick yarns and more big hooks, this stitch will be growing up. I crocheted that 7mm. I crocheted that 6mm. It's a little different, you see that. But I like it very much. You can find my photos from the starting of video. Hope you like this tutorial. It's so easy, simple, but I think elegant and beautiful. Hope you like this like me. If you have any questions, please leave me comments and don't forget subscribe to my channel. You can reach me on Instagram, on Facebook and on Pinterest as the same name, Crochet with Gigi. If you're ready, we can start to crochet our knitting stitch beanie. I will use in my beanie Madame Tutoriols Paris Tanya 100% of acrylic, 100 3.5 oz and 131 yards, 120 meters. It's thick yarn. Its size is 5, bulky yarn. You can wash it in 30 degrees and you can ironing and not put in dry machine. They recommend us to use 4 or 5mm hook, but I want to use 6mm hook. I want to make you more closer. Now first of all, we start to make chains. That chains is enough to turn all around your head. We start the bottom of that beanie, not top, from the bottom. So I make that beanie for an adult. So I make my chains nearly 48 centimeters. Make a slip knot, then make my chains not so tight, okay, loosey, not so loosey, but not so tight, okay. I make my chains nearly 48 centimeters after turn to you. I made my chains nearly 48, and if you want to make it for a child, you should nearly make your chains 40 to 44 centimeters. If you make it for baby, 38, 40, because after we crocheting, it gets loosey and not making so big. We made that centimeters, that measures nearly. Now we join two sides together and be careful it's not turning. Insert from the first stitch, grab that yarn and join with a slip stitch. Chain one and insert into same stitch and make a loosey single crochet. Insert into next one and make loosey single crochet. I will make a single crochet in each stitch, but make loosey. If your hand's so tight, you can change your hook and take more bigger than that. I use 6mm. You can use 7mm. Okay. I make my single crochets after turn to you. I make my single crochets. I come at the end and not join with a slip stitch. Okay, don't forget that. Look at that first stitch. Usually we insert that between of that two stitch, but that time I insert that first stitch. You see here two legs, I insert between of them. First is hard, but after it gets more easier. Grab the yarn and loose the top and make a single crochet. Usually here insert, but we don't insert here. We insert that two legs, between that two legs, grab the yarn and make a single. Insert between of them, grab the yarn and make a single. Between of that two legs, grab the yarn, make a single. Not insert that space, usual space, insert that stitch between that two legs. But make your stitch loosey. Okay, it's important. How much your yarn is more thick, your loops is more big. You can choose your yarn, which size of loops you want. Insert between of that. Insert between of that. Here I come at the end after turn 2. I finished that round. You can see our starting point is here. But again, not making slip stitch. We always keep crocheting round by round, like that. Turning, stitching, always insert that between two legs of that stitch. We crochet like that until we have nearly 21 centimeter. (21 centimeter) because we make here a little decreasing, so we need 20 centimeter. I make my 20 centimeter after turn 2. Always you keep crocheting like that, round by round. Always insert your hook between that two leg of that stitch, not the usual space. Insert into that stitch, grab the yarn and make a single crochet. Not crocheting so tight, make it a little loosey. I finished that after turn 2. I crochet nearly 20 centimeter, 21, 8% of wool, 20% of acrylic. I made that, and I make here two rows decreasing, and I want to show you that. Again, we insert that stitch between the two legs, grab the yarn, then insert the next stitch between the two legs and grab that yarn. I have 3 loops and pull through all together. Do the same thing between, insert my hook between that two leg, grab the yarn, insert my hook between that two leg, grab the yarn and pull through all together. So we decrease 2 stitch to the 1. We do that only 2 rows, 1 and here 2, pull through all together, 1 and 2, pull through all together. I finished that round after turn 2. I finish first round. You see we decrease that loops. Now you can see here our stitch. We insert that first one, then second one, and pull through all together. 1 and 2, pull through all together. If we shrink with all the stitches, it's so thick and I think ugly looking, so we decrease that loops and we can shrink that the top of beanie easily. I finished that after turn to you. And that's the last 2 stitch, pull through all together. Then lose that loop and cut my yarn a little long tail. Then we insert that yarn every loop. Then take this yarn in that loop and shrink your beanie's top. Turn it inside and take this get that top, it's closed and so clear. Now we made the last thing, that the beginning part of our beanie. I will take my yarn again. I insert my yarn, our starting point, and take a yarn, chain 1 and make them loosey. Okay, insert into same stitch and make one more chain. Now you can see here we have loops here. I insert that first loop and I want to hide all the tails. Take this loop and make a slip stitch. Insert next loop, grab the yarn and make a slip stitch. You can do that different color. Insert next loop, grab the yarn and make a slip stitch. Next loop, grab the yarn, make a slip stitch. Not make so tight. Okay, make them loosey. Only we make a slip stitch. Here. Insert next loop, grab the yarn and take it. I make every stitch a slip stitch. When I come to the end, I will turn to you. I come to at the end. You see here that loop. I make a slip stitch, Now that's the last stitch. Make a slip stitch and insert into our first stitch and make a slip stitch. Now I want to cut my yarn. Then this is our joining point. I insert my hook from one stitch next and insert here. Take this yarn in that, then insert into that stitch, that loop, and take it in. And not so big joining point looking. Okay, then take it inside here. I hide the tails. Here is the simple and knitting looking beanie. This is more big than that, but this to an adult size, and this is wool. If you make this like that multicolor, it's looking perfect, and the finishing row, I think it's looking more good, more better than that. But it's your choice. You can try all the yarns, and you can make it with multicolor, or you can make this last round with different yarn. It's your choice, but its surface, I think, perfect. Hope you like this tutorial, and it's easy tutorial. You can try that stitch in your every project. If you have any questions, please leave me comments, and don't forget subscribe to my channel. You can reach me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Pinterest as the same name, Crochet with Gigi. Hope to see you in new videos. Have a nice day. Bye bye.